Now we move on to the future tense to convert from active to passive voice. Let's understand the rules first. For future simple tense, the rules are will or shall plus be plus third form of the verb. Let's convert this sentence into a passive voice. I will eat an apple. I will eat an apple gets converted to an apple will be eaten by me in passive voice. Let's see if this sentence fulfills all the conditions of the rules. So the first condition is we use either will or shall. So in the sentence we are using will. So our first condition is fulfilled. The second condition is we use be. An apple will be. So our second condition is also fulfilled. Moving on to the third condition, that is the third form of the verb. So here eat has been converted to eaten. So our third condition is also fulfilled. Hence this sentence becomes a passive voice in simple future tense. So an apple will be eaten by me is a passive voice. Moving on to continuous. In future continuous tense, this is a rare exception where it remains unchanged. For future perfect tense, let's understand the rules for future perfect tense. We use will or shall plus have plus been plus third form of the verb. Now again, as I told you earlier also, that been implies the action or the verb to be completed. So it shows that it is a perfect tense. Let's convert this sentence, I will have eaten an apple, to the passive voice. So an apple will have been eaten by me. Let's check if all the conditions of the rules have been fulfilled. In future perfect tense, the first condition is that we use either will or shall. That is already being used in the active voice. So an apple will. So our first condition is already fulfilled. In the second condition, we have the word have, which we have used here. So an apple will have. So our second condition is also fulfilled. The third condition demands for the word been. That is, an apple will have been. So our third condition is also fulfilled. In the fourth condition, we look for the third form of the verb. Now it is very simple because in perfect tense, in active voice also we use the third form of the verb. So it actually remains unchanged in passive voice. Eaten remains eaten. So an apple will have been eaten by me is the passive voice of future perfect tense. Moving on to perfect continuous tense. This is again an exception where the sentence remains unchanged.